Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's declutter. I am in the middle of my declutter series and today we are doing highlighters. So this is going to be exclusively highlighters. I'm going to show you each and every one of my highlighters in my collection, letting you know which ones I'm keeping, which ones I am decluttering, and of course why. So I'm giving you some little reviews along the way as well. And if you haven't been here before, if this is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I am such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty and makeup related, and I really do love highlighters. So I have quite a lot of highlighters. And if you want to see some more makeup content on your timeline, don't forget to subscribe because I do upload, well, right now, every day until Christmas. And just a quick disclaimer before we get into this, because unfortunately this is something that you have to do in front of every declutter. Yes, I do have a lot of makeup. Yes, this is what I do for a living. I try a lot of different formulas so that I can let you know which ones are the best ones. And hopefully this declutter can be helpful for you, showing you which formulas I have, which ones I've tried, which ones I think are so-so, and which ones are my absolute favorites. I do not throw away makeup that there's nothing wrong with. I save it and I give it away to friends, family, co-workers, well, Ricardo's co-workers. I mean, I am self-employed, but like neighbors, stuff like that. And if there's unused makeup, I either donate it or I put it in a bin to give away in giveaways. And I do have an ongoing giveaway right now on my channel, so if you're interested in receiving some makeup, I would suggest to sign up on that giveaway. But no, I do not send out any makeup to my subscribers. Please do not ask for my used makeup in the comments. Oh, my dog is woken up. It is time to go for a little walk. I hope you're having a great day and let me know what you think down in the comments. Let's get in to all of the highlighters. It is time to go through all of my highlighters. Some of these are not highlighters because my highlighter drawer has been a mess. So if we see some other things popping in here, like this blush, we are gonna give me some grace because my blush, highlighter, and bronzer drawer, more like cabinet, has been overflowing. So don't judge me too harshly if we see stuff here that literally does not fit in this category whatsoever. But we're gonna be kind, okay? That's the journey that I am on today. I'm gonna go through all of these. I'm gonna let you know which ones I'm keeping and which ones I'm giving away. Or we're gonna start with, let's start with my ColourPop one, because I have one with just ColourPop. I know, that's excessive, but let's start with that one, shall we? Like the small bites, tiny bites. Okay, let me get all of these out and we'll see if I'm gonna declutter any of these. If you didn't know, maybe you didn't know, the Super Shock, the glowy or shimmery Super Shock formula from ColourPop is my favorite makeup formula of all times. Everything else just pales in comparison. This is my favorite formula. I just really love it, and that's why I have these that are like as old as time, tale as old as time, but just really keeping them. Because let's talk about these first. These are from the Disney Villains collection. This was 3 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't know, 4 years ago. This is in Hades. It is my favorite ever. It is a tan peach to a pinky gold wonderful duochrome, and this one is in you idiots, you fools, you imbeciles. And this one is like a sparkly peach. Honestly, love both of these. I want to keep them for good memory. One of my best, let's go down here. One of my best purchases from ColourPop ever. This one is fairly new. Did this come out last year? This is the Super Shock highlighter in Still Loading. This is the lavender one. It is honestly a really, I'm not going to be swatching a lot. I say that now, but it's honestly a really nice lavender. I don't really do like really icy highlighters, but I think that this one could serve a purpose in my collection because it is so unique. So I'm going to save it for that reason. These are the ColourPop and Winnie the Pooh highlighters that came out this year. This is one of the best releases of this year. I'm so sorry if you didn't get your hand of these Super Shock highlighters. These are something as unique as a wearable yellow highlighter. Not gold, yellow. This one is in Silly Old Bear. Oh, it's so beautiful. My favorite is this one that is in 100 Acre Wood. It is the medium one. It is just a little bit more on the yellow side. I cannot rave enough about how good this one is. I am so happy I bought this collection because yeah, this one I bought myself. is just, it's just so pretty. Why am I already so sticky? Wait, I have a little paper here on the side. Let me get some of that off. But yeah, I really love those. This highlighter is also really pretty. This one came out with the Avatar collection, the ColourPop and Avatar The Last Airbender. This one is in Got Glow. I think there was another one as well, but I only bought this one. Again, this one I also bought myself. I think all of these I actually bought myself. I am on the ColourPop PR list, but for a while there, a couple of months, I wasn't. So I bought myself because I love ColourPop. This one came out in, they had like a champagne collection. So this is Champagne BB. This one is beautiful, but I bought this in the trio and I have the other one still, but this one I'm gonna get rid of because it's actually too dark for me. So yeah, getting rid of one. Woohoo! This one is in the collab that they did with Bitty. This one has a lot of pan. It is pretty old and I actually reach for other highlighters. You can tell that I've really been loving this one though, but I'm gonna get rid of it because it's kind of old and it serves no purpose in my collection anymore. This one is the ColourPop and Tinkerbell collection. This is the Happy Thoughts. Super beautiful. Super beautiful. I'm keeping that one. I don't even know if they're bringing that collection back. They keep bringing it back and like out of stock. Oh, this is the other one. The highlighter from the collection. This is the Flute Punch. So this one is more of a champagne-y, almost peachy champagne-y highlighter. This one is more fitting for my skin tone, so I'm gonna try and see if I can find someone that fits that other one. This one I'm saving for nostalgia. I sometimes bring this out and wear it again. This is the ColourPop and Cat Lights Fire highlighter, and you can tell I've worn this a lot. This is the perfect peachy, warm champagne-y gold on me. Honestly, really, really love that one. Then we have the Felicity. This is actually, they had a formula that they discontinued, I think. This is their sparkly, glittery highlighter formula. It is really stunning. They did get rid of this one because I think most people don't want the sparkly highlighter, but honestly, this is such a wet look on the skin. It is really pretty on the skin. I'm gonna keep this because there are opportunities for me to wear that one. This one is in Cheesecake. It is a beautiful one. It is a pinky peach, absolutely stunning. You can see I hit pan on that one. This one is in, this one I might get rid of. It's in Monster. This is not the pink highlighter I reach for when I want a pink highlighter. So I actually might get rid of that one. Look at me getting rid of a couple. This one is in Showtime. This is also a pink highlighter. I'll keep this one because this one is a little newer to my collection. And then we have Thimble, which is a really bright yellowy. Is this the same? Should I just get rid of this one because I have this one now? Wait, that's the wrong one. Let's see how similar these are. Yeah, the one from the Winnie the Pooh is just a little warmer. This one is almost like a little icy, and this one has a little bit of warmth in it. So I'm actually gonna only keep the one from the Winnie the Pooh collection because I honestly think that these highlighters were genius. And the colors, the undertones, everything was just so good. So I'll get rid of that one, but I'm gonna save On My Mind. This is so pretty. You can see I've used this quite a lot as well. It's just so pretty. So yeah, this is my favorite formula of all time. I'm not super surprised that I am only getting rid of 4. I think honestly it would be smarter if we start with the cream and highlighter ones because I don't have that many. So if we start with that, we can get that out of the way and we can just get into the powder ones that I have an overflowing amount of. Let's start with these because these are very easy. I'm definitely keeping these. These are the Beauty Light ones from Charlotte Tilbury. I have 2 of the blush ones, 2 of the highlighter ones, and I also have a contour one. Can you see how much I've used this one? This one is in Spotlight. So good. This one is in Pillow Talk. It's more new to my collection. I got this one this year. But yeah, I'm saving both of these. I think it is a beautiful formula. This one I saved to mix with foundation, but I realized that I like this one more to mix with foundation. This is the LH Cosmetics Shaping Light. It's a multi-use highlighter in Cool Glow. I really do hope they come out with one in Warm Glow because this Cool Glow, it gives a really nice sheen, but it is a little bit more on the icy side, and I hope they come out with one in a warmer glow. But what I like about this is that it doesn't change the formula of the foundation. Really like that. So I'm going to keep this and I'm going to get rid of the Vive because the Vive is a little bit more on the sticky side. If you've been on my channel, you know how much I detest this bright light. Oh my god. This one is one of the worst products to have ever been released in the history of makeup. It is honestly, first of all, this is not as, let me actually compare this so you can see how these are not can you see this one, this poof? It is hard as a rock. This one is like a little like soft. So let me get some of this out. You can see how like beautiful and shiny, and see, disappears, high shine. No glitter, disappears, high shine. You can see the magic of this formula and why people love the spotlight. Let me see if I can actually get some product up. First of all, there we are. Okay, first of all, this is, I don't know if you can see, it doesn't disappear because you still have that grayish cast, and it is so sparkly and chunky. And let me see if I can blend this in so you can see the horribleness. I'm definitely getting rid of this one, by the way. Like when you shear this one out, it just becomes very chunky and glittery, and it almost looks like chunks of just weirdness on your skin. Well, if you blend this one into your skin, it just looks glowy and nice. And this one just looks chunky and almost dry and just glittery and weird. And this one, yeah, not only are these not the right shade, because I was trying to get a warmer one, but I just tell you right now, this is not a similar formula. And whenever I see people comparing these as dupes, I cringe, because they could not be further from the truth. But that is neither here nor there. This is the Rare Beauty Mesmerize. This is a liquid highlighter. I think that this one is beautiful and I am saving it. I think it's a really wonderful highlighter, and this one is from the ABH series. Oh, it has a brush at the end, but oh, how do you, oh, here you go. This one is in Drippin' in Gold. It is honestly a really beautiful highlighter. It gives a really wet effect on the skin. It doesn't 100% dry down, but it's not sticky on the skin. More like creamy. It is a really beautiful formula. This is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Glow in Fenty Glow. I have not used this in a really long time. This is a formula that's actually discontinued, or like this color is discontinued. So I think that if I'm going to repurchase this formula, I'm going to get it in a color that's actually like available. So I'm going to declutter this one. Then we have one of the best releases of this year. This is the Maracuja Juicy Glow by Tarte. Can you stay? This one is so beautiful. You like click it up like a pen, and it just is the most wonderful. I have mine in Champagne Glow, which is like my skin tone but glowy, and it gives that same glow as like Auric, but like maybe a little bit more glowy. But you can see it just looks healthy and beautiful, and just I cannot recommend this product enough. Honestly, again, one of the best products that was released this year. I cannot recommend this one enough. This is the one that made me raise an eyebrow with Tarte and go like, oh, so you're a good brand. And then we have these by Unearthly Cosmetics. These are liquid highlighters. I am actually going to get rid of one, and this is a pink with a blue shift, a blue purple shift. This one is in Pixies. I'm going to give this one away, and I'm going to save these three because these are colors that I would reach for. A pink to a gold, a yellow to a pink, and then like this is my favorite. This one in Gilded. It is like almost like a peach gold duochrome. It is really, really beautiful. These are a little bit sparkly on the skin. I'm just telling you right now, these give off a little sparkle on the skin, but they are really pretty and fun highlighters. So I'm keeping those, but I'm gonna get rid of this pinky blue one because it's just not a color that I reach for. I mean, I got rid of 4. I feel like that's pretty good, right? 4? It's something. I mean, I didn't have that many. I think I'm doing fine. There is no escaping the onslaught of highlighters there are to come. I'm gonna start with a smaller one, and I'm just gonna pull all of these out, and we'll see where this takes us. Because I will say, when it comes to these, like, these are the ones from Kaleidos. I have the full collection. This is Moon Cruiser. I really like these, and since I have the full collection, I kind of don't want to break this up because I still feel like these have a space in my collection, and Kaleidos is still one of my absolute favorite brands, so I kind of want to like keep them for that reason. Should I get rid of that one? I don't need to have the plastic in. This Diamond Dasher. Such a bright fun. Why do I have plastic in some? Such a fun one. And yeah, I really like them. This is one of my favorite ones. It's called Mars Melter. It's just so pretty. So yeah, I am gonna keep these. I think I'm gonna keep actually all of these. Just because I have the full collection. I still love Kaleidos. And I just want to keep this collection intact for the main reason that I still love and review Kaleidos. So I'm gonna pull these back. This one is from the Frosted Flakes collection that Glamlight did. This highlighter, there's nothing wrong with this highlighter. It's actually extremely reflective, but I'm gonna get rid of it because I do not get good use out of this one. It is too icy and too intense for me on my skin tone, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. I have two highlighters here from Unearthly Cosmetics, and this is the In the Dark one. It is a bright mint one, and I actually love this as an inner corner highlight. I've used that quite a few times. I'm actually going to keep it because I think it's a really fun highlight. I wonder if she still has that one. Should I I don't know. I'm keeping it. And also the same with this one. This is the Champagne one. I don't know the name of this one because this is actually a single compact, and I put the highlighter in myself. But it is the light Champagne one. So that one I know is still available, so I'm keeping that one. This one is the Super Shock. I should probably put this with my other Super Shock highlighters by ColourPop, the one they released in that Opal collection. This one is in Night as Shell. I think this is really beautiful. I am going to keep this in my collection. I love this kind of a formula, and I really hope that they will do more Super Shock highlighter palettes like this in the future, like a quad. I really like this one. So yeah, that one gets to stay, but I'm probably going to put that together with my ColourPop highlighters. Let us open some of these. These are the Oden's eye highlighters that came out this year. These are really pretty, and these are fairly new, so I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of any of these because they are very pretty and they are very new, and I love Oden's eye. I mean, you all know I love Oden's eye. What kind of a hair is that? Is that from my husband? Because that is like a dark brown hair. Oh my lord. So yeah, I really love these highlighters, and I really love the brand, and these are new, not only to the market but to my collection, so I see no need in having to declutter these. If you're interested in seeing all of these swatched, I do have that on my channel in case you're interested, in case you want to see what these look like swatched out. But yeah, this is a beautiful formula in a beautiful compact in really fun colors. So I'm gonna save these. Maybe next year, if I feel differently, I can get rid of some of the colors, but I feel like right now this formula is still new enough to warrant a place in my collection. Let us put out the things from this other one. Like I said, I have a couple of things here that I know are not highlighters. At least these two. Are these the only ones? Maybe. Let me double check. These might be the only ones. Okay, let's just quickly go through these then, because these I'm keeping both of them. This is the face palette by Vive. I actually got rid of the bronzer from Vive. I like this color and this one better than I like the other color. I think Vive is an amazing makeup brand. They make really high quality products, but maybe not as poppy in the colors that I prefer. But I really like this face palette. I took this one traveling and I enjoyed it a lot. I did not miss, because I took these, this was the only face palette I brought. I didn't bring any other blush, any other highlighter, any other bronzer, and I didn't miss any of that during our more than a week-long trip. So I do like that one. And this one is so beautiful. This one is in Persimmon. This is by M Cosmetics. If you did not see my blush and bronzer declutter, which was the declutter I did before this one, you wouldn't know that I love an orange blush, but I really do, and I'm keeping this one too. And neither of these are highlighters, so I'm just gonna put them to the side, but I just forgot to have those out because my drawers have been pure chaos. So let me pull these out. Here we go. First of all, this is the MAC and Star Trek collection. You're probably thinking, when did this happen? It's quite some years ago. I want to say 6 or 7 years ago. I have never used this one. It is only for memory. Memory of that time when MAC did a collab with something as geeky as Star Trek. And back then, doing a collab like this was pretty unheard of. But I'm still kind of hoping that we'll be able to see another Star Trek collab soon, because yeah, I love this one. It is in Luna Luster. Big fan. Not getting rid of it. That's not happening. I have the Pat McGrath and Bridgerton highlighter, and this one is in Incandescent Gold. I like it, but I don't love it. I'm gonna keep this one for reference because I know that Pat McGrath so far has 2 different highlighter formulas. This one, that is more of a Big Chile, and then she has that other powder one that was in the Bridgerton face palette that I talked about in the Declutter that I had before this one. I prefer that one over this one, but I'm still keeping this one for reference. This one is the Kylie Jenner highlighter in Ice Me Out. This one is actually kind of pretty and it's fairly new to my collection, and I think I'm gonna hold on to this a little bit longer. Something that I am gonna get rid of is actually this Norns highlighter, because I just showed you that Oden's Eye has come out with some other highlighters since then. So I'm gonna get rid of this one and just keep the other ones instead. Oh, same with this one. The one that looks like this. And then we have some, let's take the little one later. I have some highlighters from, this is from Florasis. Let me see if I can open these. This one is the Rose highlighters. I have this one, and then I have one that is a little bit more my skin tone. That is this peachy, almost like a peachy gold. I'm gonna save this one. It's a beautiful formula, and I'm gonna give this really icy one to someone that has a lighter skin tone than me. Then we have this from Jaclyn Cosmetics. First time I used this one is the Star Power Reflective Light Putty Highlighter. I thought that this one was gonna be like the ColourPop putty highlighters. This one is almost like a metallic eyeshadow on the cheeks. It doesn't really melt into the skin like the Super Shock highlighters do, so I actually prefer those over this one. I think that this one looks a little harsh on the cheeks, so I'm actually gonna get rid of that one. This one is the Natasha Denona I Need a New Glow. This one, the only reason why I saved this last year is because I really love Natasha Denona, but if I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't love this highlighter formula from Natasha Denona. The one that I like is you can find that beautiful highlighter formula in that new cheek palette that she did in My Perfect Collection. My Dream Collection, that is what it was called. That cheek palette is wonderful. This one I'm gonna get rid of. I never reach for it. I actually really like this Huda Jesus palette is what I call it, because I don't know what's up with this packaging. But I haven't reached for this in quite some time, and I think that I'm going to be able to pass this to someone who might like it more and use it more than I do. This is the Bare... I love this one. I haven't used this in a bit. I should shop my stash, right? And just use some of my old favorites. This is the Bare Minerals highlighter in Joy, right? Yeah. It is the most wonderful, beautiful, smooth, super, super sheeny peach. And actually, it is fairly similar, and you might not think that when you look at them, but this one is the Pixie Vitamin C Glowy Powder in Peach Dew. And these ones are actually fairly similar on the cheeks. Peach undertone, very reflective, super reflective. Both of these are really good. I don't know if this one is still available, but if you were looking for something, why am I talking and not showing you? It is just so beautiful. This is, yeah, these highlighters from Pixie, they're just so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a super glowy blush or blush topper. I'm definitely keeping this, by the way, and I'm also keeping this one. Let me see if I can just show you. You can see it's fairly similar. And this is what Joy looks like. The Pixie one is just slightly deeper in the undertone, but the look of them on the cheeks, if you just brush them on not too thickly, is fairly similar, and just, I like both of them. Why am I keeping 2 products when I show you that they're dupes? Don't want to talk about that. Next question. Let's talk about the next one from Pixie then. This one, I accidentally dropped it and it cracked, so that is me. You see this crack here? Yeah, that is me. So I have the same formula that I showed you, but in a more mauvey pink. Also really beautiful. I bought this year. It's really stunning. If you see this in like Target, if you see Pixie, any of these, because you can buy these at Target. Really, really pretty. This one is in Friendly Blush. I really like it. That formula is wonderful. This one is so funny. I know a lot of people really, I don't know why. This packaging is actually really nice. This is what the packaging looks like from REM. As you can tell, I'm not really keeping my makeup clean. This has some weight to it. This is the REM Beauty highlighter, and this is in Miss Mercury. This is what it looks like. I actually love this one so much. It is one of the best things that have been released this year. And I love this so much so that when REM Beauty sent me a mail saying, hey, our Black Friday started, I actually bought this in another shade. And that one is actually, like, I haven't unpacked it yet, but maybe I can go get it so you can see it, but I haven't used it yet. But I love this one so much, but this one is smidge too icy on my skin tone. If you're fair to light, you will probably love this one, but I'm gonna show you which shade I bought that's just a step up from this one. Okay, so this is the new one. It actually came today. It came today. This is what it looks like when it hasn't been like ravaged by me. And this is in Miss Saturn. So you can see there's just a little bit of a difference. This one is just a little bit more, you can see a little bit more peachy, darker champagne. And I'm hoping that it's gonna have just a smidge darker of a sheen, so it's not as icy on the skin. Formula, 10 out of 10. Cannot recommend it enough. Love it enough so that I bought another one. So yeah, this one definitely gets to stay. Then we have the Game Beauty highlighters, and I actually have everything that Game Beauty has ever released. These are the Elemental Pearl highlighters. This is the goldy one. This is the pinky one. They have a blue one, a green one, and then this like really beautiful, like almost violet pink. I'm gonna save these because it's something very satisfying of having everything that a brand has released. And I did quite recently release a full brand overview of Game Beauty. And if you're interested in Game Beauty, that video was quite recently up on my channel, in case you wanna like see all the swatches and all of that of the brand. This one is the Make Beauty Fun by Essence. I think this is a limited edition highlighter. I like it, but I don't love this as much as I love my Super Shock highlighters from ColourPop. So every time I'm talking about like affordable highlighters, I'm always going to be talking about those. So I think I'm going to actually give this one away. This one has been in my collection for a really long time. This is actually a really beautiful gold highlighter, but I feel like I have other things in my collection that I reach for over this one now. But I have had a lot of fun with this one. I actually think it's a beautiful formula, but it's quite old in my collection and I haven't reached for it in a bit. This one is the Michaela and Glamlight Pressed Highlighter. This one is too icy for me. It is very, very icy. And I said that in my video where I was talking about like blush and bronzers, that I have met Michaela and she does have a lighter skin tone than me. I would say she's more of a fair to light and I am more of a light medium. So this one is just too light for my skin tone, so I'm actually going to get rid of that one. This one is so pretty. This one is the Moon Prism Powder in Mars by Lunar Beauty. I don't even know if is this still available? Like, can you still get this one? It's really pretty. This is also reminiscent of that I showed you. You know, remember this one? They are very, very similar. So if you have been craving this one and it's out of stock, maybe you can get the one from Pixie. I would say that maybe I prefer this one from Lunar Beauty because the packaging is so stunning, but I'm not sure if he ever did restock this one. So I'm a little bit confused by that. This one is a Skin Glazing in Privilege by Nabla. It's time to let this one go. I don't reach for this anymore. It is a beautiful formula, but it's really old in my collection and I am gonna let that one go. It is beautiful though. This one got released this year and I was head over heels for this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Multi Glow. I have the one that is the deeper one. She released one that was a lighter and one that was a deeper, and this is the deeper one. And I was head over heels for this one. But I feel like this one got outranked by some of the other highlighters that were released that were even better. So I like it, but I don't like it as much today as I did when it was released. I still think it's beautiful and I'm gonna keep it. I mean, the packaging is stunning, but I'm not as head over heels for that one as I was before. This is from Hatice Schmidt, and this is her highlighters. These are beautiful. I'm gonna keep this one. I think it's a really beautiful. This is a German indie brand, and this one is in the medium highlighter. Really beautiful formula. I'm keeping that one. I'm also keeping the highlighter duo from Sephora brand. This one is in Golden Hours. This one is really cool because there is one more subtle highlighter and one more glowy, like bright highlighter. These two together become super bright on the cheeks, but I like the layering aspect of having one that's a little bit more like a little bit more subtle. It looks really stunning on the skin. Like it looks smooth and not overly highlighted. I like the aspect of having this as a duo with one more subtle and one more super glowy. These come in a bunch of different colors from Sephora brand and I really like it, so I'm gonna keep this one. I have the highlighters from House Labs. I have two shades. I have this one that's Fire Opal and then I have this one that is Golden Pyrite. I think both of these are really pretty. These were released this year. I think this is a really good release from House Labs and I'm gonna keep both of these. And I think the packaging is super, super stunning as well. This is an oldie but goodie and I'm keeping this one for the memories. This is Champagne Pop. I remember when I bought it. I remember when I was thinking when I bought it. It's staying with me for the memories of where I was when I bought it. This one I really like, but I have no idea why Milk Makeup was discontinuing the powder highlighters. This one is in Flex Highlighter in Lit. Why did they discontinue these? I don't understand. They're such good formula, really beautiful formula. This is so much better than their cream highlighters. I have no idea why they discontinued these, but I'm gonna declutter this one because it has been discontinued for over a year. I think it's time to let it go. I think it's the same with the Makeup Geek. This is the psychedelic highlighter. I've had it for such a long time. It's even looking like this. It used to be my favorite peach highlighter and I still love it, but like Makeup Geek is no longer around. This highlighter is broken and I just think it's time to let it go. So I'm gonna actually get rid of this one. Oh, we have a couple left. This one is from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Bow and Arrow highlighter. This is a really nice icy pink. I am gonna keep this one because I only have two lighter highlighters from Unearthly Cosmetics, and this being number 2. So I'm gonna hang on to this one. This formula is so good. This is the Be Perfect and Stacey Marie MEA Get Wet highlighters. I love this one. It's so beautiful. I haven't used it in a bit. Oh, it is a putty highlighter and this one is super wet looking on the skin without looking that obvious like the ones from Jacqueline I said it did. I love this one. It is so pretty. I'm gonna save this one. Honestly, it's so good. Maybe I'll get around to use it. We have 2 from Melt. We have the Illuminación, which is the one that was released with the, what were they called? The Vida and Muerte palette. I never reached for this one. It is a pretty highlighter, but I'm actually going to get rid of this one. I have better pink highlighters in my collection. This one is in Morning Star. This is such a bright vanilla peach highlighter. This one I'm actually going to hang on to because I think it's really pretty. This is the Bobbi Brown highlighter powder. This is in Pink Glow, but this is the collab they did with Ulla Johnson. Super cute. I love Ulla Johnson. It's one of those brands that I dream of owning something from in the future, and I think this collab was just super cute, and I'm going to keep this one because it's a classic shade. Like, it is Pink Glow. It's a classic shade from Bobbi Brown, but just in a nice small packaging. I have these highlighters. This one is from Half Magic Beauty. This is the, let me see if I can open it. This is the purpley one. I actually bought this one myself, the peachy one. And then I went to an event with Half Magic Beauty and I got this purpley one and I haven't used it yet. But this formula is stunning. It's such a beautiful highlighter formula. Yeah, it's so beautiful. This one is called, is it called Light Trap? Let me see. No, they're called Light Trap. This one is Enter the Glow and this is Spiritually Complex. So I cannot wait to use the purpley one as well. It's pretty new in my collection. I haven't really gotten that far, but the formula is wonderful. Then we have the Sigma highlighters. If you watched my blush and bronzer declutter, you know that I talked about how much I love the Sigma highlighter formula, but that I really wish that they would come out as singles, and now they are singles. So I'm keeping all of these. I've already given some of these away, but these are the ones that I decided to keep. It is Sunstone, Savannah, and Golden Hour. Really beautiful formula. I love both their single highlighters, the single bronzer, and the single like blushes. They're so good. Let me see if I can organize this a bit. These are really nice, but the packaging is so cumbersome. I actually saved the blush in this because the blush is an orange and it's so pretty. But I think I'm gonna get rid of these highlighters. These are from Be Perfect. They're the Vortex highlighters. Ice Queen and Atmosphere. They're beautiful, but this packaging, you could kill a bitch. So I'm gonna get rid of that because that is just ridiculous at this point. I have these 2 fruit lighters. This is the collab that Cleona did with Violet Marie. What was her name? Oh my god, I lost her name. I feel bad. These are two multi-chrome highlighters. They're really, really pretty, and I'm, if nothing else, keeping them to remind me of the fact that this beautiful collab happened, and the packaging is so cute, and I love the Clionadh quality. So these get to stay too. This is actually, I feel like, oh my god, there's so much highlighter here. I feel like the Lethal Cosmetics wavelength highlighters is like an unsung hero of the beauty community. This formula is beautiful. It is a powder highlighter, and when you swatch it, you're like, I don't know about this formula, but on the cheeks, I just feel like this looks so pretty. It just looks like your skin is glowing, and I really like this formula. So this is a trio that I did myself. It is a beige, an orange, and a yellow. And then we have two highlighters that got sent to me as PR. It is an icy one, and it is this other icy one. Do I need both of these? Maybe I can get rid of one of these. I'm gonna get rid of this lightest one, and I'll keep this one that is in isotope. Look at me. So I'm keeping 4. I don't need to have 5 highlighters of a great formula. Maybe I do, but I'm keeping these, okay? So this is what they look like right now, and I feel really good about this. Maybe I can even put in some more here. I don't know. I feel good about this. Like, look at all this space. Look at me. Look at all the space. I'm excited about this. Let's see how many I got rid of. I got rid of okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is not amazing, but it's something. I mean, I've definitely done better, but I think I did okay. Why do I feel like it should be more? Oh, I totally forgot that I decluttered some of the cream, the putty, and the like ColourPop highlighters. So we have to add those to the number as well. So this is the final number of the amount of highlighters I decluttered. I feel pretty good about it anyways. There are definitely some of these highlighters, had I not been a YouTuber, I would not have saved the entire collection. I would not have owned the entire collection of Kaleidos had it not been for me being a YouTuber, of course. But I still feel like these are my favorites, and I'm very excited about this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will have another declutter coming next week, and that is going to be my palette declutter. So if you're into eyeshadow palettes, that's coming next week. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow though for another video, because we are in the middle of Vlogmas, and I will see you then. Bye!